What's up, YouTube? BK with BK Gaming 9000 here. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, whatever you're into. It is now Saturday, but the vendor reset came out yesterday. It's been the holidays have been crazy. I've been working like a fiend, so now I'm just now getting around to making this video. So sorry that it's late, but the holidays are nuts. Everybody's doing stuff, so. Better late than never, I always say. So I'm going to be bringing you today the vendor reset for the Dark Zones as well as the base of operations. So if you guys enjoy this video, a like would be much appreciated, and subscribe for more content in the future. So let's go ahead and get started here with the special equipment vendor. Right off the bat, we're going to skip down. He's selling the Rhino with Expert and Brutal. Not bad. I don't know if anybody's ever used the Rhino before. It's okay. It's got a lot of kick to it, in my opinion. But, yeah, if you like it, go for it. We have a Police T821 with Fierce, Vicious, and Skilled. It's got some pretty decent stats right there, some talents. But, the T821 is kind of like on the low ball of the SMG. So if you're still into that, use it for your Alpha Bridge set, like everybody else, which is what I'm still working on. It's got a custom P416G3 with Ferocious, Unforgiving, and Fierce. It's not bad. I would probably re-roll Unforgiving or re-roll Ferocious. But then again, my build's not completely finished because I'm still working on my skill power. Yes, I said it. I'm going to try to make everything somewhat available. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. So custom M870MCS with Accurate, Fierce, and Adept. We have a Paratrooper SVD with Predatory, Accurate, and Disciplined. And then we have a classic RPK-74 with Capable, Dominant, and Ferocious. Nothing too crazy there. We have a Specs Op Mask with Tenacious, increased damage by 10% for 10 seconds when using a med kit. It's a firearms roll, so that's actually not that bad. Especially if you're going to try to PvP or something like that. That's not, horrible. As well as PvE, if you find yourself in a tough spot, you need to finish off enemies quick. That's definitely a way to do it. We have the Reclaimer, firearms roll as well. We have the Tactical Vest here with Robust, increased armor while in cover by 10%, which is amazing, especially since it's rolled towards Stamina. So that's something to look out for. We got the Vest of the Nomad rolled towards Stamina. We have the Lone Star Vest rolled towards Stamina. And we have an Alpha Bridge chest piece rolled towards Stamina, which is actually very good. And I'm probably going to be picking this up right now. Or not. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be playing a couple of missions, and then I'm going to be picking that up. We got the Banshee Shadow Armor rolled towards Electronics. The D3 FNC Vest rolled towards Stamina. We have the Operator's Pack. All healing applied to you is also applied to your skill objects, which is nice. But not what we're looking for. It's a firearms roll. We have the Predator's Mark Backpack. And then we have the Special Ops Pads. Accomplished, Tenacious. I don't really look at the pads that much, but if you guys want them, there's you go. Pause the video. We have the Tactical Holster with Sturdy. Some decent rolls, decent rolls for all of them. Sturdy is definitely one of my favorite ones for it. Is increased armor by 15% when staying more than 4 seconds in the same cover. I find that very helpful, especially when you're doing missions. You got the Striker holster as well as the Hunter Faith holster. So don't forget about those. We have the Astute gloves. Everybody knows how I feel about Astute. It is a firearms roll. We have Firecrest gloves, Deadeye gloves. Down to the mods, we have Prototype Electronics with exotic damage resilience. And then we have a Pulse critical hit damage. We have a high velocity magazine, an Omega rifle suppressor, vertical grip, and CBS scope. So last week I forgot about the blueprints, guys. So my bad for that. But this week you can always go check over here to see what he's got. This week he is selling the MG5 blueprint, which is a light machine gun. It is kind of different to use, so if you're interested in using it, go ahead and pick it up. I know everybody's using some different type of weapon, but this is your way out to use a different type of weapon as well. He's also selling electronic masks, electronics backpack, small grip, red blueprint, which is always nice too because these grips are pretty good. And remember, in tier 5 your power level is 34, so all the stats are going to be up. He's selling the MK4 M5A2 scope, performance gear mod, stamina mod, and 93R blueprint, which is a pistol, It's a pretty fun weapon to use, so if you're interested in that, go for that. The Enhanced AUG A3P blueprint. Now we're getting to the low settings and low gear score. So I'm just going to roll through these, let you guys take a look at them, and we're going to move on upstairs. Now that we're here at the weapon vendor, let's go ahead and check out and see what he's got. Again, we're going to skip down. Again, we see the 9.3R with Expert and Brutal as well. So it's the same thing as the Rhino. I would actually probably be interested in this, you know, just for kicks and giggles, because it's a fun weapon to use. He's selling the MP5 ST with Competent, Accurate, and Brutal. Not bad with the Brutal and Accurate. I would probably reroll Competent for something else. He's selling the Tactical SA58 with Predatory, Swift, and Adept. The double barrel sawed off with Swift, Predatory, and Responsive. Police MK17 with Swift, Harmful, and Unforgiving. Tactical M249 Para with Accurate, Dominant, and Talented. And then the Extended Mags, Compensator, Small Laser Pointer, and CQB SS Scope 8 times. So let's go ahead and move on over to the front. Everybody knows I like to go over here. First, we're going to check out the Dark Zone Gear Vendor, and then we're going to move on to the other two. So the Dark Zone Gear Vendor today is selling the Police 686 Magnum, a Special Ops pack, which is actually pretty decent. I actually might pick this up if I can get the funds for it, because it adds 200% of firearms and stamina to skill power. So that'll definitely boost me up quite a bit towards what I want for my skill power. And then I can focus the rest on Alpha Bridge and all that good stuff. Next, he's selling the Prototype Performance mod with Support Station Healing Speed, a Hand Stop, and then of course his Dark Zone Sealed Cache. So that backpack there is pretty interesting. I would probably pick that up, honestly. Let's go to the weapons vendor, see what he's got. He's selling the military P416 with Self-Preserve, Capable, and Sustained. I'll pass on that. And then going over here, he's selling the knee pads, tactical pads with headshot kills grant credits with electronics roll. And whoops, forgot the bottom one. And then he's selling the pulse duration performance mod. So if you're into using your pulse, that might be something that interests you, but probably not. So let's move on over to the DZ. Okay guys, we are here in DZ02. Let's go ahead and see what she has for us today. So right off the bat, you got another Spec Ops mask with Enduring. While in the last segment of Health continually regenerates. It's rolled towards Electronics. You got the Gunslinger Vest rolled towards Stamina with Rapid, decreased cooldown for all healing skills by 15%. Tactical Pack with Inventive and increased skill power by 15% while at full health. Of course, that's useless until you take a piece of damage. Tactical Pads with Prosperous, rolled towards Firearms. You got a Operator Holster with Nimble, heal 2% of max health for every 1 meter run to cover. And then we got Cunning Gloves, rolled towards Stamina with, after reloading, the next shot with this weapon has a 10% higher critical hit chance. So that's actually not that bad itself. So let's go ahead and move on over to DZ03. Alright guys, so we're here in DZ03. Let's go ahead and see what the weapons vendor has for us today. We have the military M9 with Expert and Harmful. We have the police UMP 45 with Predatory, Meticulous, and Ambusher, which is the set stat for there is increase your damage by 10% against targets and cover. We have the classic AK-47 with Vicious, Determined, and Competent. The Marine Super 90 with Fierce, Swift, and Brutal. The SOCOM MK20 SSR with Determined, Destructive, and Swift. And then the classic M60 with Unforgiving, Fierce, and Brutal. So that one's actually not that bad right there. So let's go ahead and move on over to DZ04. Okay, agents, so now that we're here in DZ04, let's go ahead and see what the gear mod vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, they got a Prototype Stamina mod with, added addition to skill power. And then we have the Prototype Performance mod with 6% added to First Aid Self-Heal. So let's go ahead and move on to DZ05. Okay, agents, so we're here in DZ05. Let's go ahead and see what the mod vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, they got a quick release magazine. Again, I like extended magazines. It's not horrible for that one, though. You got Omega Rifle Suppressor, 18% headshot damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, reduced threat. Not bad. We have the BEQ 15 laser, and then we have the 552 hollow sight, which I would probably stay away from. So Let's go ahead and head on over to DZ06. Alright, agents, so we're here in DZ06. Let's go ahead and see what the special vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, they got the Mask of the Nomad. They got the Tactician's Authority Vest. We have an Alpha Bridge Rucksack with skill haste and ammo capacity, rolled towards electronics. So it's pretty decent actually. But then again, if we build that in a different way, we can use that other backpack, we might be able to get more skill power. So we're going to hold off on that. We have the D3 FNC knee pads. We have the D3 FNC holster. And then we had the final measure gloves. And since we have more of the D3 FNCs, let's go ahead and take a look at the bonuses. We have protection from leaks, ballistic shield health, as well as the 4-piece, allowing the use of an SMG while the ballistic shield is equipped. So, and of course you got your Dark Zone sealed cache. So, if any of these things find your fancy, you know, go ahead and grab it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smack that like button once again. Subscribe for more. Hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday, and I will see you guys in that next one. Peace.